Hello everybody, Ben Woodruff here with another falconry video. Today's video, I want to talk a little bit about playing to the strengths of the species you have. This is a video kind of that helps you when you're determining what species of bird you want to fly. Now, when there's a general rule we say in falconry, it's this very good rule, which is normally a falconer is going to have the most success, the greatest amount of success, if you fly a bird that's native to your area and is abundant to your area, and you hunt it on prey that is abundant and native to your area, and is prey that that species regularly goes after in the wild. You do those things, glamorous or otherwise, you're going to have success, you're going to have a great time, and it's going to go well. That's a general rule, and most falconers are aware of that, both long-timers and people just getting into it. So we know that rule. But what about playing to the strengths of a species? Now, I know when we're talking about this, I know I'm one to talk. It might sound hypocritical. If you know me or you know my channel, I've been doing falconry so long, and with an ADD brain, I'm like, okay, I got to try every bird, every style, everything. And then you want to try new things. And so I have tried all kinds of strange species and species not normally used in falconry, including lots of owls and harriers and weird things like that, black hawks, things like that. So, but also I've tried unconventional techniques of hunting, like, training a peregrine falcon to hunt rabbits off the fist. That's not what they're normally used. Things like that. Or I've known of falconers who have trained goshawks to circle up to a balloon and then to wait on just like a big falcon and dive and take out prey. Just because you can do something doesn't mean it's the best way to do it. But just because it's not the best way to do it doesn't mean there's anything inherently wrong with trying it. If you want a challenge, you want to try something a little different, that's fine. It's totally fine. So different things that you got to understand with that. But this channel, I try to have some good general principles to help guide you to make your own decisions and help you make good falconry choices. So what you must remember is not only, okay, what bird you want to fly. Okay, another example too. Everybody who knows me knows how much I love lanner falcons. It's my favorite falcon, largely because of their ancient prehistory and their history as well. Prehistory and history in Saharan Africa and Egypt. Absolutely love the species, but they're not the best falcon. My opinion is, in general, the best large falcon to use in falconry is a peregrine falcon. But I love lanner falcons. You can get a bird that is not the best for your situation because you love it. That is okay. But again, I'm talking about having success. You want to have success? Not only should you get a bird native to your area and hunt it on prey native to your area, that it hunts that prey in the wild on its own anyways, like my area, Cooper's hawk, chasing quail. Perfect combination. But you got to understand your landscape. You got to understand playing to the strengths of your species. So, for example, in general, flying with an accipiter, like a goshawk or a sharp-shinned hawk, birds like that, they're accipiters. Their strength is direct pursuit. You sure get them as close as you can to the prey, give them an advantage, and then flush the prey and let them chase after it. That plays to their strength. Better than hunting them off of a hillside or soar hawking them or letting them wait on. Most large falcons are playing to their strength is to let mass and momentum do the work. So like you're flying a peregrine falcon or a gyr falcon or something like that. They're going to do best if you teach them to circle up above you and wait on thousands of feet and then have them dive hundreds of miles an hour and knock birds out of the sky. That is playing to their strength, even though you can train them to fly otherwise. And there's kind of the caveat exception there where, a lot of Middle Eastern and Arabian falconry is hunting bustards off the fist with saker falcons. But still, even then, and I have hunted sakers off the fist in level flight, but even then, my sakers have always done better when I've trained them to dive from above, playing to their strengths. Red-tailed hawks. They can hunt from a perch, they can hunt from your fist, they can hunt from a T-perch where you're walking with, but good heavens, if you soar hawk them, you teach them, you go up on a hill and you teach them to glide out and soar and follow along, wow, their abilities go through the roof. You do not know how truly amazing a red-tailed hawk is until you do that. Or same thing, Harris hawks are pack hunters. That's what they do best. I have I've done some pack hunting with people where I've trained my Harris and they've trained their Harris, and we've kind of gang hawking style go out. But if you get a couple of Harris hawks on your own and train them, hey, we are a pack all the time, infinitely more success. You're going to have more fun and infinitely more success playing to their strength. I go the same way with Oplomatos. You're going to fly Oplomato falcons. They like to hunt as a pair. So you fly a pair of them together and train them that way. They're going to have way more success playing to that strength. Does that mean you can't fly one alone? No, it doesn't. So, or same thing, Merlins. Merlins, the way I've done everything, any conceivable Merlin technique you could think of, hedgehawking, flying him in a cast, waiting on, direct pursuit like an accipiter at point blank range, or the traditional way from a long distance. I've done it all with Merlins. But their strength is building speed. A Merlin is the perfect size and weight. They're small enough that there's very little drag, but big enough that a lot of mass, they pack a punch. And so a Merlin, that one of the best ways is, okay, there's a flock of starlings, half a mile away. I'm just going to put the Merlin out, let it go, do its thing, preen, look around. Oh, it bobs. It sees the starlings, and by the time it gets to them, it's top speed already by the time it hits the flock. And you see these incredible aerial maneuvers that you're not going to see if you're just car hawking a Merlin out the window. So again, the whole point, the whole principle I was trying to say is not only do you need to know, what species sings to you, like I love lanner falcons. Great, good for the lanners. But then what's the strength of a lanner? Play to the strengths of your species. No matter what you get, whether you make a wise decision and say, I'm going to get a bird native to my area that's abundant and hunted on prey that it hunts and all that stuff, or whether you're like, I want some wackadoodle species that's totally not normally used in falconry. Either of those choices, you're still going to do best if you learn what is the strength of that species and you play to the strength of that species. You'll always have more success. So something to ponder. Know your birds, know their biology, know their natural history, and understand in the wild what are their strengths and how do I tap into those strengths and utilize them to have a far more successful falconry experience. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a short one. Get some longer ones out soon. I've been incredibly busy in my life. But let me know any questions or comments you have, other videos you would like to see. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe. If you want to buy a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, down at my merch shop, we got these. You're welcome to get one. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, happy hawking.